What's up guys, Joe with Strictly Commerce. In today's video, we're going to be going over how you can land your first wholesale account for Amazon FBA. So inside of Amazon FBA, the hardest part about this business is definitely going to be finding and landing your first couple of good, profitable wholesale accounts. Something to keep in mind with wholesale is that it's not about the quantity of wholesalers that you have, it's about the quality of the wholesalers that you're working with. So you don't need hundreds or thousands of wholesalers, you only need a few that are really going to be able to get your business going and jumpstart your sales. The reason for this is because each wholesale account that you want to work with, you're going to have to do an in-depth application, you're going to have to go through a lengthy catalog, and then you'll be able to see if the account is really good once you try and place an order. But the thing is, with models like this, you might not know that an account is good or bad until after a couple months of working with them, and here's why. For example, we had an account that I ordered from a couple times, and I thought they were a mid-tier wholesaler that we would only be able to order maybe $5,000 a month max worth of product. But after a little bit of talking with my rep, I was able to realize that we can actually get brand discounts based off of brands that we're ordering large quantity of, which makes them a lot better wholesaler in the long term because we're able to order tons of product from them and we'll be able to place larger orders. So those $5,000 to $10,000 orders already went up to a $25,000 order that we're working on now. This just goes to show that you don't want to judge your wholesale accounts off the bat and you really want to build out that relationship. Something that a lot of people don't talk about is the importance of your relationships with your sales rep. So if you're working with a rep, you're going to want to get to know them. You know, talk to them about things that aren't actually about business. Call them up. Don't just email them. Some reps will prefer for you to email with larger companies. However, as a general rule, you're going to want to call your wholesalers to open up an account and also call them in the beginning to get things going. They're not really going to understand what's going on with you, but remember that these reps are getting paid for how much they're actually selling. So it's in their best interest to sell you as much product as they can and work with you. So you're going to want to build out these relationships. That way you can utilize these accounts and maximize the profits off of each one. That's why I said quality is more important than quantity, because it's really hard to manage relationships with 15 or 20 wholesalers compared to managing a relationship with 3 or 4 really good representatives and really good wholesale accounts. So how to land your first account. The first thing you're going to need to do is start searching for wholesalers and making a list of wholesale distributors that you want to work with or you want to contact. So we're going to jump inside my computer and I'm going to show you how you can find the first couple accounts for you to start making a list. So now that we're going to Google, we're going to type in beauty wholesale distributors New York. This can change based off of your home state, and you're going to want to start home locally and then you can branch out further as time goes on. It's easier to start with local distributors because you're going to be able to possibly go and see them. It'll be free shipping a lot of the times and you're going to just save on shipping if you did have to pay because it's a shorter distance, so it's good to start closer. And then you're going to start opening up wholesalers in new tabs. Now also you're going to want to keep in mind that you want to track which companies that you're looking at and also the search terms that you're using. So I just use this search term, beauty wholesale distributors New York. I'm going to write how many pages I go through this search, and then when I do a new search term, we're also going to track that and keep track of this stuff so we're not looking at the same thing multiple times. So now that we have a couple opened up, we see these guys, New York Cosmetics. We're just going to want to right now just spot check and see some of the brands we're looking for. You know, do they sell brands that we could purchase? Dove, you know, I saw Axe. Couple beauty brands, Kiehl's. These are all brands that we could sell on Amazon, so we're going to want to definitely check them out. So what I would do here is add in their phone number and their email address as well as the company website on a Google Sheet and then move on. NYC Beauty Supply, let's check out some of the brands that they have on their site. It looks like they have some name brands. I've seen these on Amazon before. Really what we're looking for again is just like what kind of products do they sell? Are these things that we could, you know, use and sell on Amazon? If so, great. We're going to, you know, add them to our sheet and look to contact them in the future, which it looks like here. These are some brands that we could sell and products that we're going to want. So again, we're going to add the phone number. We see they have 150 brands. They don't have pricing on their site. That's good. They're in New York, and then we'll add that onto our sheet as well. This next one, store sale only shop. Let's see what they got here. iBeauty Wholesale. Looks like these guys are more of a salon site. We'll check in a little bit more. You know, you could sell wall, but companies like this tend to only want to sell to like licensed beauty people. So let's see, register if we wanted to sign up. Doesn't look like they're only beauty, so this would be one that I would add onto my sheet as well. 917 number, their email in New York. We'll add those to the sheet and keep going. So you're gonna wanna repeat this process and build yourself out a list of 10 to 15, 20 wholesalers before you start actually contacting them. The reason for this is because it's easier to go through on the search first, then go back and actually go through and contact the wholesalers after. So let's say we went through a couple pages of this, we had a good list. Let's go into another search term. So let's try health and household wholesaler, New York. Now we're looking at for some health and household products. So my MWNY Corp, Manhattan Wholesale, One World Distributors, 7-Star Savings, Great Lakes Wholesale. So we're gonna open up a couple of these and see the products they have. These Manhattan Wholesale guys, I've actually seen this site before. They have plenty of name brand products. You're gonna wanna give them a contact. Same thing here, we have a phone number. They're in the Bronx, so they're in New York. We have a email, so we'll add those to our sheet and move on. One World Shop, I've also seen these guys before. They have a ton of good products as well as good brands on the surface. So again, same thing. We're gonna add their phone number, add their email, and then move on, add them to the sheet. Same thing here. We could see they have P&G, Unilever, Duracell. These are all good brands that we could work with. So we'll add their phone number. We see their MOQ is 500, and then we're gonna move on. Great Lakes Wholesale, another one that we opened up. It looks like they have pricing on the site. However, they do deep discounts and they have a large stock. So this is one that we're gonna wanna call up as well. Speak with a rep, and there we go. So now that we started our list, basically what we're gonna wanna do is get a list of 10, 15, maybe 20 wholesalers to start with before we start contacting, and then you're gonna need to give these wholesalers a call. If there's one biggest piece of advice I can give you guys, it's you're going to need to call your wholesalers. This is gonna be the best way to land profitable accounts and also establish a relationship, because relationships are what make money in this business. Your relationship with your rep is gonna be able to bring you those bulk discounts, bring you those brands that you could buy a lot of, bring you better deals or deals before they give it to other customers. And remember, these guys want to work with you. They want good customers that are going to consistently order large quantity, and they will do a little bit of extra legwork to find you more product. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and can utilize it to land your first wholesale account. Thank you for your business.